they can violate you if it's got a little chafing. If it's still a violation, so you need to cover that up. I always keep this little plastic stuff right here. Look, you can just pop it over, covers it up. Not only is it going to keep it from rubbing against it, but it also will keep it from just totally breaking down. So you want to make sure that you're covering that up, and then you get you some zip ties, and you actually can zip tie them together so they're tight. So that way, you see right here, so that way they're good to go and they're held tight and they're not bouncing, because as they bounce, they'll rub up together. But I'll take a zip tie and I'll pull them tight. So on this night, I was getting my ABS light fixed, and the Love's guy actually noted this under here. It was raining real bad and I missed it. You see these little rub marks right here on the blue line up top? And there's some more right here on that blue line in front of that spring. It was already scrubbing against it, so that needed to be changed. Also right here, can you see that point where it was scrubbing up against the wall right there? Actually, it was a tank. Here's another mark right here. Okay, so drivers, you've got to check these. Now remember, if they catch you with rub marks, even if it's not all the way in, it's a violation, okay? If it's showing the thread inside of it, it's a shutdown. And if you wonder if I'm driving, I'm in the passenger seat, okay? I'm not driving. My trainee's over here driving. But anyway, just disclaimer on that. But you've got to look for these marks, okay? Because they will shut you down. That's what the DOT looks for. Not only is it going to save you from a DOT violation, it's also going to save you time. Now you say, well, Sean, I don't get DOT all the time. And it's true. I've had DOT twice. I'd say twice, once about every year. As far as level 1, I've only had 2 or 3 of them in the last 16 years. But it happens. But let's forget about the DOT violation for a minute. You know how much time it's going to save you when you get broke down, your brakes stop. It's just a lot of problems. So go ahead and fix it. Keep you some zip ties, keep you some separators, keep you some plastic. Get in there and look. But look from the rub marks. You see up here in the corner of this video, the rub marks? That's what you're going to look. This one right here was next to that tank. It was scrubbing up against the tank, and you can see where it had a spot on the tank. So use your eyes to look for things like this. Also, listen for you'll hear stuff spraying. If you can't identify it, get you some Windex and some spray, some water, some soapy water, and spray on the lines, and you'll find it. You'll see it bubbling, and you'll be able to notify it really quick. Or identify, not notify, whatever. Anyway, these are tips that'll help you out in the long run.